Whether you're planning a cruise real soon, or even just thinking about taking one in the future, these are some cruise secrets that cruise lines desperately hope that you never discover. Because once you know about them, it makes it a lot easier to save big and sail smart. 1. Don't overlook secret cabin upgrades. One of my old-time favorite hacks is what I call the cabin upgrade hack. Many cruise lines will upgrade you to a so-called better cabin if they have empty cabins available. For example, say a cruise is half full, and they only have balcony cabins left, but there are a couple of inside cabins that aren't selling. You may get upgraded from your inside cabin to a balcony cabin at no charge. The best part is, they usually do you and tell you about this until after they've made the switch, and then you can keep the better cabin or take the original back and get an onboard credit. It is super easy to do. All you need to do is ask. 2. Book 6 months before sailing for massive discounts. No matter which line you choose, booking about 6 months before sailing is the best time to get the lowest fares. Now, how do I know that? Well, a few years ago, I started testing this theory. And now, every year, I book 3 to 6 months out on several different cruise lines, and it has been working. Cruises booked 6 months prior to departure had lower fares than cruises booked any other time. And when booking close to 6 months out, you still have plenty of time to plan your trip. If you're flexible, you can find amazing deals by booking around the 6-month mark before a cruise. 3. Avoid paying hundreds of dollars in hidden port fees. So here's something that you need to know. Every cruise line charges hidden port fees, and if you don't know about them, you could end up paying hundreds of dollars more for your cruise. Here's what you need to know. When booking a cruise, look closely at the cruise fare. On most cruise lines, it doesn't include port fees. These are added on top of your fare, and they reassessed by the cruise line to help cover expenses like fuel surcharges, security, passenger facility charges, and more. The cost varies by cruise line, but expect to pay between $15 and $25 per person per port day in port fees. For a week-long cruise with 4 ports, that would be an additional $840 for 2 people. Yikes. Fortunately, there's a simple solution to this problem. Look for cruise lines that include these fees in the fare. Celebrity, Disney, Holland America, Norwegian, and Oceania are among the lines that don't add these on top of the cruise price. 4. Bring your own drinks on board without breaking the rules. Okay, now this is a good one. We've all heard about cruise lines allowing us to bring on a bottle of wine or champagne. But did you know you can bring on beer, soda, juice, boxers, water bottles, and pretty much anything else you want? There are limits, though. You can bring on 1 15-pack of soda or water, or 1 bottle of wine or champagne per person. Now, what I suggest doing is bringing on the drinks you'll consume within the first couple of days of the cruise. And then after that, you can head over to Costco or the local grocery store near your port stop and stock up again. Now, while you can bring on quite a bit of beverages, make sure not to go overboard. A friend once tried to bring on more than 1 bottle of wine and was stopped at security. Each adult is allowed to bring only 1 bottle of wine or champagne on board per sailing. 5. Save hundreds of dollars with these free onboard activities. Here's a little secret that cruise lines hope you don't know. Most onboard activities are free, yet many passengers fail to take advantage of them. Take a moment and think about it. Do you know how many free things to do there are on a cruise ship? It's mind-boggling. A quick scan of the daily planner shows everything from trivia contests to live music performances, dance parties, game shows, movies under the stars, and so much more. Plus, don't forget the pools, hot tubs, saunas, and fitness center, all of which are free to use. With so many complimentary activities to choose from, why would anyone spend hundreds of dollars on paid extras? Well, they do. But that doesn't mean they have to. 6. Get priority boarding by saying the magic words. This is a hack that has saved us many times. When checking in for a cruise, we always ask for priority boarding. Not only does it allow us to get on the ship first, but it also means our luggage gets delivered to our stateroom first. 2. To get priority boarding, simply ask the check-in agent. They will place a small sticker on your keycard. Once you're through the gangway, head straight to your cabin and put your carry On bags inside. By putting your stuff in your room right away, you have less to carry around while exploring the ship. Plus, when your checked luggage arrives, your cabin attendant can unpack for you. 7. These 8 things to pack are essential. You might want to consider bringing these 8 things with you on your cruise. They're all things you can buy on board. But bringing them with you can save you a bundle. No. 1 is a power strip with surge protection. They are expensive on board, but you can buy one for less than $20 at home. No. 2 is sunscreen. It's pricey on a cruise ship, but you can pick up a large bottle for a fraction of the cost at the drugstore. No. 3 is a reusable water bottle. Cruise ships are switching away from plastic bottles, so it's handy to have your own. No. 4 is a fan. Fans are prohibited in most rooms, but you can bring a small handheld one that plugs into the wall. No. 5 are magnets. While suction cups are banned, magnets are not. Use them to hang decorations or small items, like jewelry. No. 6 are lanyards. These are great for keeping your key card around your neck. No. 7 is a flashlight. Power outages can happen, and although cruise ships will provide illumination during an outage, having a flashlight is comforting. And finally, no. 8 is a pen. Pens are not provided on a cruise, and they come in handy for filling out customs forms and more. 8. Get unlimited food on your cruise with these simple hacks. Believe it or not, there are some cruise dining hacks that can get you free meals on a cruise. Here are 2. First, order the largest cut of meat on steak night. I know it sounds strange, but you can often get a refill of meat absolutely free. Simply ask your waiter for the largest cut of meat on steak night. He will bring you the biggest piece, and you'll likely have enough food to share with someone at the table. Second, visit the buffet during lunch and dinner. Now, this one might seem obvious, but buffet meals are included with your cruise fare. They're a convenient option for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy the wider selection of dishes. Plus, there's no additional charge to dine at the buffet. 9. These shore excursion tricks can save you hundreds of dollars. Let's face it, shore excursions are expensive, but there are some hacks that can save you hundreds of dollars. 2 simple tricks that we use. First, take public transportation. Most ports have affordable transportation options, whether it's a local bus, taxi, Uber, Lyft, or ferry. So instead of shelling out big bucks for a cruise line excursion, explore on your own. Second, book directly with vendors. Now, I know this might seem counterintuitive, but hear me out. You may find lower prices by booking directly with an excursion provider than booking through the cruise line. Just remember that if something goes wrong, you won't have the backing of the cruise line. So try this only with reputable companies. 10. Score free Wi-Fi on board by changing your device's location settings. This one is a simple trick that can save you money. Even if you're not planning to use social media or stream movies, free Wi-Fi is always nice to have. And the good news is, it's easy to get free Wi-Fi. On most cruise ships, just set the device's clock to a different time zone. Head to the shore excursions desk and ask for the Wi-Fi password. Then log in and change your device's clock back to the current time zone. Once connected, the clock changes to another time zone. You will be able to access the free Wi-Fi. 11. Be loyal to earn hidden perks, like free Wi-Fi and free specialty dining. This is a little-known secret. Be loyal to a single cruise line to get hidden perks. When you sail multiple times with one cruise line, you often receive perks such as free Wi-Fi or free specialty dining. For example, on Norwegian, if you sail 5 times, you get free Wi-Fi. Carnival, you get free specialty dining after sailing 3 times. And on Royal Caribbean, you get free Wi-Fi and free dining after sailing twice. So choose a cruise line and stick with them to unlock those hidden perks. 12. This one weird trick helps you avoid seasickness. While you may not believe in luck, there is a simple trick that can help prevent seasickness. Here's what you need to know. Try staying away from cabins located over noisy late-night venues. On larger cruise ships, There are often nightclubs and late-night venues below some cabins. Noise from these areas can sometimes travel through the decks, disturbing sleep and making you feel off your game. So it is smart to avoid cabins above these venues. In general, it is a good idea to request a cabin in the middle of the ship, rather than at the front or rear. This can help reduce the likelihood of motion being felt. 13. This secret deck has the best views, bar none. This is a little-known secret, but every cruise ship has a secret deck that has the best views, bar none. Here's where to find it. Head to deck 8 or 9 in the middle of the ship for the best views. These decks tend to be less crowded, and they offer panoramic vistas of the ocean and horizon. 14. Don't bring cash or a credit card to avoid these extra charges. One of the most important hacks for sailing like a pro is knowing the drill when it comes to onboard charges. Before getting on a cruise, review your credit card statement to avoid any surprises. Some credit cards have hefty foreign transaction fees. Others have special cruise perks. For example, the Capital One Quicksilver One card offers 2% cash back on all cruise line purchases. So be sure to check your card's fine print to see what applies to cruising. Another thing to watch out for is that cruise lines often add a service charge to any onboard purchases made with a credit card. To avoid this, pay with cash or bring a debit card. 15. Sail like a pro and avoid spending too much. Follow these steps to sail like a pro without overspending. First, pre-book some of your spending money and activities. That way you won't be tempted to blow your budget once on board. Second, monitor your account daily. Review your onboard account daily to catch any mistakes immediately. Third, use cash instead of your onboard account card. Paying with cash helps you stay within your limits. Fourth, consider a low daily allowance. If you typically spend less than $50 per day on activities, choose a low daily allowance on your prepaid card. Fifth, set limits and stick to them. Decide on a total amount you're willing to spend on gambling or drinking and stick to it. Finally, know when to walk away. Whether at the casino or bar, knowing when to walk away is key to staying within your budget. Now that you know these little-known cruise secrets, it's time to start planning your next cruise. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy sailing.